Amazing stuff, amazing stuff. All right. Hey, welcome everyone once again to Bandwagon's Web3 and Music podcast, where we really want to educate people what's going on in this space, some of the latest innovations in and around Web3 NFTs. And today I'm so glad to have some awesome friends who have a really great project that really excites me. And we want to really dig into that today. We've seen a lot of different comments and questions and curiosity around digital platforms, NFTs, and we really wanted to provide some information, especially from this part of the world. So in our previous episode, we had Sugar Shay right off the bat of his NFT release with crypto.com, sharing with us about how he went about that collection. And today we are following that up with another awesome musician, Dharni, my man. How are you doing?
Yo, 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 what's up, man?
Well, Dharni and us go way back, and Dharni actually prepared a little surprise for everyone here. And I don't know if you remember this, but this was like 7 years ago
When my hair was like really short.
when your hair was extremely short, man. Okay, so this was the man, Dharni, 7 years ago, right? And we shot a video with him, and Dani, I don't know how we can describe him, but a renowned beatboxer, the best amongst the best in the world from Singapore. I mean, his accolades speak for himself, and the amount of things he can do with his vocals always blows me away. And this was Dani 7 years ago, rocking the beatboxing world, and we reconnected recently, and I just realized that Dani's onto something really interesting here with Tezarekt, and that's what we really want to look at today. But Dani, before that, how's it feel seeing yourself like 7 years ago?
Um, feels like yesterday. Time flies too fast, man.
Time flies, huh?
I can't keep up. Yeah,
The hair grows slightly longer.
yeah. At least I got more hair now.
Yeah. And before we go further, I think I also need to share something really interesting about you, and that's that you got super viral on TikTok. I remember it was during the COVID pandemic. I was like at home looking for things to do, and I was on TikTok, and suddenly I discovered the treasure trove of content from you on TikTok, and it's mind blowing. Like just what you're doing here with your mates. I remember watching some of these during COVID
Oh
season,
yeah,
and it was just like epic.
yeah. It's very stupid.
Yeah. So for any of you who really wanna For any of you who want some entertainment, hit up Dani Music on TikTok. All right. So now
Yeah.
today, right, we are here to discuss something really interesting, and that is Tezarekt. Now, before we go there, right, I just really wanted to kind of get a bit of a sensing like how Dani, you personally got into this, and later on we'll introduce Kenneth. But let's start with you first. Like, how did you, go from being a world class beatboxer, really doing the circuits, winning all these prizes, and doing all these different gigs, and getting into Tezarekt, this digital platform, this digital vending machine platform with also NFT capabilities. Tell us more about how you got into this.
Actually, like early last year when I moved back to Singapore, my friend Kenneth he just reached out to me and asked like, hey, you know what NFT is? And I didn't know quite what was NFT, right? So I was researching, and I realized that I have to do a lot about art and also music, right? So then we decided to like, try a project together. In the beginning, I was quite reluctant because I said like, actually my objective was to just um, focus more on my content and music only. But then I realized this is like a higher objective, like that can actually help benefit even my beatbox community and artists all around the world. And I felt like, okay, I think, you know, it has to be done, because right now, during that time, it was really simple ideation. Like, it's just something to help the beatbox community. And then after that, with NFTs, because later on we'll discuss how it will help and benefit people, the communities, right? So we'll get on to that later. Then after that, we felt like, okay, this is cool where we were going. And then we started to develop more ideas, and step up our ideation, and cater not only to the beatbox community, but like to everybody, to the public, to the
I
general
see.
public. And yeah, always, like, find ways on how we can, like, you know emphasize this narrative to make sure that it is beneficial to everybody, and it's
Yeah.
not just like, what do you call it, like scammy
Yeah.
or like
Okay, but
Ponzi.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, but Dani, earlier you said that when Kenneth told you about NFTs and Web3, you said that you saw a bigger vision. Like, to you as an artist, a musician for a long
yeah.
time, what did you see in that?
I saw a very good opportunity to gain, to make a living out of it without being, uh, like, without fighting for the followers, and without fighting for, like, all this likes and reach on your social media. Just focus on your artwork, and then you can, um, you know derive revenue from it. Uh, and also, what we are doing right now, it's heavily emphasized on this matter of fact that we don't want, like, only famous uh, artists or musicians to make revenue. We want it to be fair. Even if you're like a underrated artist, you still you still can get, the equal amount of revenue.
Mm.
Yeah. So, the power of this is all about revenue sharing,
Right.
and it's immediate revenue sharing based
Right.
on the blockchain and smart contract.
Right.
So
Right.
I think it's really, really, groundbreaking for creators.
Nice, nice. Yeah, and later we're going to dive into that because I think what you guys did as your first project with the Beatbox community, that totally blew my mind, and I really want to get into that. But before that, I just want to say hi and introduce Kenneth, who I understand was a student of yours, was learning how to beatbox as well.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Basketballer turned beatboxer turned founder. Like, Kenneth, hey man, how's it going?
hi, Clarence. Very nice of you to have us here tonight.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
And tell me more about your background. Like, like what got you into like this whole NFT thing and, wanting to really create a project.
Okay, for the most part, actually, I involve myself in a lot of small businesses or startups. And actually, for the past 2 years, I've been running like a COVID care facility for a private hospital. Yeah. But before that, actually, I have businesses overseas as well. I was overseas. Dani was overseas. I was in Cambodia for about 3 years. I have my own F&B business. I have a retail space, and Dani was in Poland for 10 years. So it was just very coincidental that we got back at around the same time, and that's also during like early last year February where my friend told me about NFTs. But I've been in crypto like back in like 2017. So when I first heard about like how NFTs are starting to get big, I really took a deep dive and really researched more about it. And then I could really see the potential and how it's going to be here to stay, this um, groundbreaking technology. And first thing that come to my mind was how I can use this narrative to really help um, the beatboxing community, which I'm also involved in. So I called Dani and also some of my friends, and we started the ideation like just then.
Okay, great, great. Yeah, and I think that's a great fitting time to really like share my screen again. And I think that was like the first project for Tezarekt, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, now I hope I'm not gonna spoil this introduction. But what it is like a digital vending machine, right? I understand, like a gachapon, right? And for those who are wondering like what's a gachapon, um, this I think we've all seen this at various points in convenience stores, in laundromats. So basically, what Tezarekt has done is to kind of bring this digitally, and they've added also a Web3 component as well. So yeah, Kenneth, why don't you talk us through like what is Tezarekt?
Okay, maybe I go back a little bit and explain why we really started doing this. It was
Mm-hmm.
because like even like the top beatboxers in the scene, they are actually struggling to sustain themselves and to make a living out of their art form. And there are not a lot of people in the scene that are like Dharni, where he has the charisma and he's not only a beatboxer, 2 times world champion, but he's also an influencer, which I think like that's where he get most part of his income from. So we really wanted to use this um, NFT technology to help not only the beatboxers but the organizers themselves also, so that this revenue can really go straight into their pockets and allow fans from all over the world to connect with their favorite artists, because even organizers, they are also struggling. Yeah, so it really started from that idea.
Mm.
And this current beatboxing cards that you are seeing, you go to the standard one. Yeah, these are actually the official World Beatbox Champion NFT cards that we do in collaboration with the biggest organizers. They are called Swiss Beatbox,
Mm-hmm.
and these are all the participants, all the top tier level beatboxers that you are seeing. So they are real people. You have people from like the solo category, the crew, and different types of category like the loop station. So
Mm-hmm.
each time you buy these NFTs, the revenue actually goes straight to the artist, the designer, and the main organizer themselves. Yeah. So Tezarekt, we really do bespoke projects for individual businesses, communities of brands. So the one that you are seeing right now is the very first one that we did, which is for the beatboxers. And these cards, um, they also get you also get perks out of it. It's not just like a picture or like audio of your favorite beatboxer. They are not just that, but
Mm.
we are actually giving perks like um, discount for the actual event, the World Championship events,
Mm-hmm.
and discount on the ticket, discount on the merchandise, and you even get a free raffle for like a free hotel stay or free flight to the World Championship. So we really try to tie in like real world utility that really relates to the project themselves. Yeah.
Mm. And how was the take up rate for this NFT?
Actually, we started like late um, March
Mm-hmm.
this year, so we did more than um, 5 digit sale, but I would say it's still a lot of friction because
Mm.
we the approach that we took is very unorthodox compared to a lot of crypto projects out there.
Mm.
We really want to start doing our project that really caters to the organic community. In this sense, the beatboxing community,
Mm-hmm.
which ranges from like third world to all the way to first world.
Mm.
And they might not be people that understands crypto, so
Mm.
there's a lot of education that needs to be done to teach
Mm.
them what we are doing for the community themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we believe that by doing so, it is the right way. We are not just trying to sell a product to
Mm.
any crypto people so that they can come in and pump and dump and flip the price, right?
Mm.
We want these people to benefit from the project, and in hopes that once these people are converted, and they will benefit from the whole ecosystem, and they'll be here to stay with us in the long run.
Mm. Okay,
Yeah.
great, great. So now, for people who are wondering what is all this that you've said, like they're not familiar with NFTs, they like get beatboxing, but like how does that come together with like a digital vending platform with an NFT? Like maybe you can explain a bit, like what goes into this. For people who are seeing the shared screen now, they see an image. Okay, yes, it's there's something that I can play, right? And the volume, and I think just now Dani alluded to the fact that there were smart contracts, people could get paid immediately, splits were done, via the blockchain. Like, okay, if that's a bit foreign to people, like, can you just explain like what are the different components? in this thing that we see right here?
Okay, so basically each of these cards that you are seeing, they are called NFTs, in short for non-fungible tokens. So for our NFTs, we are run on a Binance Smart Chain. Yeah, so for users, right, when they come onto our platform, they use our Tezza tokens, our in-house tokens, to actually purchase for these NFTs. And what they are getting is actually the non-fungible token that is the, so what you see is the audio and also the visual itself of your favorite beatboxer.
Okay, so you basically got their recordings from these beatboxers and you put them in an image, correct? Together with the image.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. Right. And talk a bit more about like the smart contract part of it, because I think that part is fascinating.
Okay, I think for normal people to understand that, maybe I can use a bit more layman term. Yeah, so actually what we are doing here is actually fractionalizing. So for example, you go to a museum, right? And you see like a Mona Lisa art piece. Um, Everybody sees the art piece, but who owns the art piece? The, the museum, right? Yeah. So there's actually only one owner. Everybody can see it. You can take a photo of it, but the actual owner is the museum. So what you are seeing for this NFT, it essentially it works in a similar concept. So anybody can just screenshot and save this profile picture, right, off the internet. But what this smart contract does is actually it points the um, address showing that you actually own this piece of artwork. And essentially, when someone buys this art piece, like let's say a fan, actually the smart contract will direct the token that's being involved, in this instance the Tezza token, and splits the revenue directly to the artist, to the designer, and to the organization, and of course to the platform, like a little bit of fee. So everything is transparent, everything can be seen on the blockchain itself. Yeah, so this really helps the artists and really helps the whole ecosystem. So everybody doesn't, we do all the heavy lifting. These artists, they actually just agree to put their allow us to use their visual and send in a sound sample, and we do everything else for them.
Right. That's awesome. That's awesome. And so Dani, like, when you approach these beatboxers to get involved, right? What was the response? Like, were people kind of hesitant, like what's NFT? Is this a pump and dump, like what you were saying earlier? Or did they see this as a revenue stream? Like, what was the response, and how did you guys deal with that?
Most of the beatbox artists that are featured on the the NFTs they were quite supportive of it. They were open for it because we are friends, and they know the goal that I'm trying to achieve. But the general public in the community, they were hesitant to support because of all the pump and dump schemes and the Ponzi schemes that are happening all around the crypto world. You can tell. So they were very skeptical and doubtful what we were doing and are still doing. But right now, what I can see that is that they see our persistence, and I think um, some of them are already coming over to our side, and some are like wavering already, like they from being like 100% skeptic, now they're like, oh yeah, I see the point right now. I'm gonna take a leap of faith, and some just sitting right now. They used to be like very against. Now they're sitting on the fence. So it's good. I can see a slight, you know, um, a transfer from a skepticism to more like supportive sentiment. But Um, it's still a long way to go
Mm.
because a lot of friction in terms of how to get on board to the crypto space.
Mhm.
It still exists, and we are it's going to be a long game for us.
Mm.
But eventually, once everything plays out, it's going to be very amazing and like beneficial for everybody, especially beatboxers and supporters alike.
Nice, nice. And when I first met you at, I mean, not first, but reconnected with you at Meta Jam, is NFT festival that we were all a part of. Shout outs to Invade and the team who organized such a great event. I remember you showing me that, like the NFTs we saw earlier could be combined into a unique piece, right? Talk a bit
Oh
about that.
yes. So we have like let me like bring it back a bit.
Mm-hmm.
We have three different modes in our Gachapon system.
Mm-hmm.
So the first mode is a standard mode
Mm-hmm.
where you just get the guy or like the get get the asset
Mm-hmm.
which is shown
Mm-hmm.
on a single mode.
Yep.
So it's always the same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
As you can see on our website, now
Mm-hmm.
you're on the standard mode.
Yep.
If you go to the single tab, the
Mm-hmm.
single mode, yeah. So it's basically you get like this asset,
Mm-hmm.
and there's only one of it,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
And then when you go on standard mode, you have a bunch of these
Mm.
random. So you get it. We get one of these guys
Mm-hmm.
at random,
Mm-hmm.
and you never know which one you're gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to puzzle mode.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same like like the standard mode, but this time you can actually combine them together. So in on this gachapon, it features a beatbox band called
Mm.
Sarukani, and
Mm-hmm.
they're from Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And every time when you play, you get one of them. And if you manage to collect all of them, you can actually synthesize them into the Sarukani band. So each of them have like the acapella of the band, the individual acapella.
Mm-hmm.
So the once you combine the acapella combines together to form the full soundtrack.
Nice. And when
Yeah.
you combine them, do you get to mint them into one NFT
Of
if there's
course.
a group of
So
them?
you burn the four individual ones, and then it becomes that new final piece. Yeah.
Wow, I
Yeah,
love
so
that.
actually
I love
each
that.
time you play, you get a actual NFT that
Mm-hmm.
is that has the visual and also the single layer of the audio. Yeah, those
Mm.
are actual NFTs themselves. But when you want to combine, we will actually burn all the different parts and mint you a new one. Yeah, I
Mm.
think I think in my opinion, I think it has never been done in this way before, even in the
Mm.
NFTs. Yeah, so it's something new, something fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is only for the beatboxing. I mean, we have like other projects as well, which we will explain, get into it later. It's really exciting.
Yeah, but this is so cool because like when you play the gachapon typically, right? Like you just get one at a time, right? Every time you turn the dial, you put in some coins. You don't get a chance to kind of like combine them and mint something new, but you can do that digitally, right? And you create this really
Yeah.
fascinating amalgamation. And I can just see so many different kinds of possibilities, and especially for something like sound, where if they are at the right BPM, the same kind of vibe, you can actually combine them and get something really unique.
Oh yeah, so basically in the in the future, hopefully next year, we want to make a live event
Mm-hmm.
of people of the project called Beatbox Docker Go.
Mm-hmm.
Beatbox Docker Go is like we get a bunch of beatboxers
Mm-hmm.
to contribute sound stamps, like different stamps of their beatboxing, and then we'll be randomly generating it together, and then it'll create into a visual card, NFT card design, and with the random generated beats
Mm.
according to a set of parameters like BPM and key.
Mm.
So once they mint this card already, a random generated card, they are able to collect it, and then we'll hold a live event, and they can have the privilege to actually print those cards physically, and then they can start battling like Yu-Gi-Oh. So
Wow.
when they show hand the card, right, the there'll be a the screen behind and the huge speakers like displaying their
Mm-hmm.
card,
Mm-hmm.
and then the beatbox generation that they have minted, and there'll be a panel of judges to also judge. So this is a nice platform for fans and supporters to actually like, you know, participate in battles even without like having like crazy beatbox skills, because they are
Wow.
collectors. And not only that, it's just is that these these cards, right, whenever it's minted, right, all the beatboxers involved in that mint, they will be having revenue. So be
Mm.
it famous beatboxers or underrated beatboxers, as long as we curate all those beats, it doesn't matter if you are um, a beatboxer with like huge following or like another beatboxer that is totally unknown,
Mm.
you know, you still earn the revenue the same. So that's why I was telling you about, it doesn't matter if you are famous or not.
Mm.
You still can earn, and actually this is much healthier because you don't have to chase for the reach and chase for the
Mm.
the likes anymore. You can make a living from just doing what you love. Just focus on your art. you know don't care about social media so much of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really really cool. Yeah, because I feel like a lot of beatboxers,
Mm-hmm.
they have so much skill,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't have that kind of charisma to be a social media influencer and stuff like that. Not
Mm.
everybody has the charisma.
Mm.
So why are they like suffering from that?
Mm.
They shouldn't. They focus on their art. Many years of investment of their efforts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They should be rewarded the same.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The amount that they should reward is equate. It should equate to the amount of time they invested in and the skill level they have. So basically, that's what we are trying to achieve. We want to bridge these two together,
Mm.
to make sure like underrated artists also can earn. Yeah, it's very
Wow.
important for us.
I love that. I love that. And I think it's just mind blowing when you were talking about the physical event, right? Because now collectors can get
Yeah.
involved, right? Not just
Yes.
artists. And there is that crossover between like what I'm getting online, minting via NFTs, and I have an actual event where I can kind of like utilize it, right? Wow, that's
Yes.
that's fascinating, and I definitely look forward to seeing that happen for Tezarekt.
Yeah, speaking
Yes.
of physical
And
events,
Yes.
Wow,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
physical events are back, so it's great. Everybody's like hot for it, and I think it's a very good time.
Hmm.
And not only that, we also have like other platforms that is coming up that
Mm-hmm.
is affiliated to us, but I think uh, we leave that for another conversation
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because yeah,
Okay,
but it's like very interesting.
while we're still on this Beatbox NFT,
Sure.
right? I want to understand a bit more, like the people that purchase this, because right now this whole technology is still relatively new. Um, do you have any kind of like sensing of like where these people came from, their age group, a bit more about the demographic of the people that purchased? Are they mostly based in Singapore, or were there people overseas who also purchased it, and where?
So basically, our beatboxing demographic for Tezarekt is mostly from Japan, of course, because Gachapon, right? They love that kind of
Mm.
thing. Yeah. So, and but we also got a lot of other people in our demographics all around the world, like in Europe and
Mm-hmm.
America. Like, I don't know if America they buy, but apparently they are quite supportive in terms of like NFTs.
Hmm.
But the country that we always see popping up is like on our Instagram
Mm-hmm.
is Japan and Europe.
Mm.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
I
really
guess
cool.
at this point we didn't really market it to the crypto crowd yet. So I would say it's really
Yeah,
organically from the real beatboxing community themselves. Yeah, and they're
yeah,
actually like 10 to 20 million strong all over the world based on all the social numbers. But
Mm-hmm.
I guess it takes time for like them to be educated and to really know about this. But we are trying to promote it alongside with all the organize, organizers themselves. Yeah,
Mm.
like Swiss Beatbox,
yeah.
Euro champs. Yeah.
And bear in mind that those people who buy these beatbox cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
They need to change their USDT, their crypto USD to into the Teza
Mm-hmm.
tokens, which is not listed on the exchange yet. So you cannot like swap it back to your USDT. once you swap it, it's like going to the arcade.
Mm-hmm.
You change your money into those tokens and then you play, and that's it. You cannot use the token to change back to money.
Yeah, but I guess as we progress, because we are still at the MVP stage, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll slowly introduce things that will help these new users to get on board, like Fiat on ramp, where they just pay with their Master Visa card and they actually just enjoy the NFTs and get the benefits of buying the NFTs themselves.
Yeah, and also in the near future, our token will be listed on the exchanges. Then people can be able to, trade and swap. But why I mentioned this is because that a lot of people collect NFT to flip, right? Like just to But this one's because they can't change their money back yet. They can't change their Tezar tokens back to USDT or something like that. It's because they really support the beatboxer. They support the beatboxing community. So that's why it's really important for us to have people in the communities like that, and not people who are just coming in and then find something like beneficial for themselves.
Right, right.
So it's more of like a personal interest than just aiming to flip. Yeah.
And would you know if this is the first like NFT project for the beatbox community?
I think this is the first official NFT project that brings the most benefits to individuals and also to organizations.
Yep. And where are these beatboxers from? Are they from different parts of the world?
Oh yeah, they're all over the world, international, all over the world. Yeah.
Wow.
You can think of it as like the finalists of the official Beatbox World Championship. Yeah, so they are all the top tier beatboxers.
Yeah, all those people are representing their nation.
Wow. It's like the World Cup of beatboxing.
Yeah, it's basically like the basketball card and baseball cards, all
Yeah.
these ones. Yeah.
Dharni was a two-time world champ of
Yes,
that
yes.
competition.
No world champ, international competition, yeah, but two times, yes. But it was so long, like 7 years ago.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we've heard quite a bit about the beatboxing side, but I also understand that there is another use case that you are soon to debut, and why don't you tell us about that?
So basically, what we have been talking right now is Web3, right? Like NFT stuff. But actually, our main our main feature is still Gachapon, right? So what we're doing is we're revolutionizing Gachapon. So when you think about Gachapon, it's always about toys, vending machine toys. But we don't limit to that. We take it a few steps higher. So right now we do it like for like merchants, businesses, other businesses and stuff. And the one of the first merchants that we are partnering is a bar. It's a izakaya bar. And what we're
Nice.
gonna do is like we're gonna create the first in the world in history a random cocktail generator by our digitized Gachapon system from Tezarekt. So yeah. Oh, there you go.
There we go, right?
There
Okay,
is
okay.
that.
So tell us how this works.
This is amazing. So it will be featured on a 65-inch touchscreen TV mounted on the wall. So when you enter this bar called Ju 95 at Boat Quay, you'll be able to you will not miss this huge ass design on on TV mounted on the wall. And I'm quite curious. I don't want to explain anything. I just want you to see it for yourself. What do you see this? How like how do you think this is?
Okay, I think first thing that comes to my mind is I know there are three different modes here. So and I can see like there are different kinds of combinations. So my guess is like you randomize and you kind of land on one of the three, and then maybe like you bring it to the waiter and somehow he make something that involves the category that you picked?
Yeah, so basically, you can choose, you can select the mode. So if you feel like you are easy peasy, so you take this mode, one spirit, two mixers. You want to get a crazy one, you get wrecked. They get only three spirits without any mixers, right? So once you select the mode, right, you are able to you pay using a pay now, the QR code, right? And then you can play. Is that simple? And then they'll randomly select the you every time you press play, you pull a random spirit, and you press play, you pull a random mixer, and then you see the synthesize button. Once the synthesize button lights up, you can press synthesize. Then the order is sent to the bartender. Then the bartender makes their drink for you.
Wow. What if my combination is just bad? Like, I don't know, mixing Coke and I don't
There is
know,
no coke.
a mixer, right? So let's say I got a spirit
Yeah.
like whiskey, Coke plus.
No, there is no coke on the mixer. We have curated very crazy mixes. There's like pandan, there's bubble gum, there is like salted caramel, there is like crazy mixes.
Right, right, right.
No coke, no tonic water, no none of that. Yeah.
But
Wow.
we do put in stabilizer like lemon as well. So
Yeah,
your
lemon is always a stabilizer for
yeah,
cocktails if you don't know.
will taste
They
kind of
always do that.
it won't be
Um
far off.
So
yeah.
you mean that in any combination, it's bound to taste decent?
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah, it's bound to taste decent and it's more than decent. We already did a lot of concept testings for like I think 30 to 50 concept testings for just customers to just like randomly select on the shelf like from 1 to 10 just count like how many what number of the of the alcohol like and they select number 5 and then said okay the mixers count 1 to 14 then like 7 something like that and then we did a combination we did multiple of it like and a lot of times they say like oh shit this is the best drink I've ever tasted
Wow.
and then bartenders are like also confused they're like it's impossible because it shouldn't work like this you know and then the other bartender is like yo I also want to try you know so we create a new conversation between bartenders and between consumers alike and I think this is a whole new social experience for everybody
And if I
and it's
if I
always
if
going
I
to be
if I didn't like the three spirits, can I replay again, or do I have to just drink whatever that's
you have
randomly
to you have
generated?
to drink or you just let your friend drink then it's also another social experience
Right, right,
yeah
right. Okay.
yeah
Yeah.
so it's really really cool and I think you have to be there and to taste it for yourself to believe the magic
Wow.
because right now you can only see
Yeah, this is
yeah
something.
Okay, so here's
this
an
is
example, right? So is this like what is this? Is this like me choosing my spirit, right?
yeah no this is already chosen already
All
so this
right.
is a normal mode right so the normal mode right you already got like the two spirits in the front and then two mixers but this is just an illustration. It's an example. So it's not really like an correct, accurate example because usually in the first two slots will be the spirits and the last two slots will be the mixers. But as an illustration, we
Yeah.
just show you like how it looks like, and then the synthesize button you see it lights up there
Right, right,
and
right.
yeah it's really really cool because actually when you press play this play button here every time you pull out and it's like you have a good feeling like lucky sometimes you get a hibiki and for a very cheap price a fixed price
Wow.
yeah so it's really and the price is cheaper than what you see in the menu any mode is always cheaper than what you see in the a la carte menu so basically it also helps people to make them feel incentivized to try it out and it's
Nice.
so huge the screen is so huge that you and it has noise it has sound like 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 an arcade so it definitely makes people want to like try and
And
get a very
you'll
cool
be able to
experience
pull a June 95 card. And that gives you like a free omakase meal or maybe a bottle of sake. Depends on
Wow. So there's
oh
also
yeah
that
there's also lucky draw
lucky
tied
draw
in yeah
within this. Wow, that's cool, man. And it's all
you
within
really
the
get
Tezarekt
to,
system.
yeah, gamify the whole experience. It's not just going into a bar anymore. You're going to go there to drink anyway. So this is there.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see
Yeah,
people having fun around this. Like curious what your friends will get. You have a laugh when they finally see their combination. You want to taste
yeah,
theirs and stuff like that. I can see a lot of unique social interaction coming out of this.
yeah. And then when they drink, they feel like, wow, it's so good. I want the same drink. Sorry, cannot.
Yeah,
You
but
cannot get the same drink.
all those that we have just talked about is actually just phase one of
Mhm.
the roadmap. So this is totally Web 2. Like the end consumers, they don't need to
Mhm.
know about crypto. They
Yep.
just go in, buy the drink, pay with
Mm.
their fiat. So
Mhm.
like SGD, for
Mhm.
instance,
Yep.
yeah,
Oh.
and they get their drink. But ultimately, what we want to do in the long run is to create like a loyalty system
Mm.
whereby they each time they spend, they actually gain points. Yeah, and these points will allow them to use it for cashback to our crypto, our Tesla token, and also to
Mm.
exchange for NFTs as well.
Right.
And then the mind blowing thing is not only that,
Yeah,
is that you can actually um, do an on ramp, and you can mint the on ramp service means like you can mint your drink into NFT,
Mm-hmm.
and
we
then you send this NFT drink to your avatar in the metaverse to restore his health point.
Wow, are you serious?
Yeah, so what he's saying is that we'll actually pair up with like different Web3 games and we
Mm.
work with them and we'll really tie them into this whole Web2 experience. So by purchasing a drink, it's not just purchasing a drink anymore. You're actually
And
benefiting your avatar, helping your in-game character, and you
yeah,
get all these extra rewards like tokens and NFTs.
and you play Dota or any games?
I don't, but I do have friends who are crazy into Dota, so I do know what that
Okay,
is.
so basically, you in Dota, you want to make a like legendary weapon.
Mm-hmm.
You need a few items and recipes. Then you can go to a place and you fuse it together.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, this is the same thing. So you can also like go to this bar, you mint this drink. Then you go to another place, you go and mint something, and you go to the metaverse, and you combine this drink and that one together, and poof, then you get your weapon or something like that. Like
Mm.
it gamifies everything. But what's even more mind blowing is that every time when you mint something, the artist that is involved in drawing this kind of things, the design, they also get revenue. So the art design, the art designer gets the revenue as well once it's minted.
Mm.
So it's also a very passive generative income for them. Like it's just a whole new ecosystem for people to make a living through um, like Web 2 and Web
Yeah,
3
Web3.
bridging together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
So it's always like that.
it to the like normal end consumers in a non-invasive way. If they want to exchange for the crypto stuff, they can. If not, they don't want to touch it. They can just have fun and enjoy their drink.
Yeah.
Mm.
And we're not only limiting ourselves to drinks. We will do retail, we will do fashion, we'll do so many other things. Anything that has to do with experience, we can actually collaborate with brands
Mm.
and also with communities. And we are doing it. We are starting already.
Nice. And do you want to share with us any other examples of use cases that you can apply this platform to?
Use case. Yeah, I mean, like, we have events. You saw Meta Jam. What we did was like, they need to collect like they need to synthesize and successfully like collect these pieces and synthesize 10 times. Then they can get the Meta Jam NFT pass, right? The Meta Pass.
Mm.
So that's already one use case. We drive traction for people to and come to the event,
Yeah,
and it's already proven. And also, we will have more events down the road that will tie in with other brands. I can safely say like, um, like a mechanical keyboard. Like you can actually like um, get like a gachapon of the mechanical artisan keycaps.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's what we are doing as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with a brand, very very notable one. I can't say right now, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
yeah, it's really
definitely.
really cool. Yeah,
Wait, so you
Yeah,
mean
so
I can
those
different kinds of keycaps or what? Like how does that
yeah,
work?
artisan keycaps. Yeah, so you have mechanical keyboards, right?
Yeah.
computer keyboards.
Yeah.
So there's these keycaps that are collector as item. You Gachapon, you could play, then you randomly get like one of those rare keycaps, and then um, you can get it physically, and this will be in physical stores. These touch screens will be all around. So, and we're also going to do for um, like other products and watches as well. So watches is very cool. Is that you it's on the Web3, but once you collect all the pieces and you synthesize it, you get the physical watch made for you by the manufacturer. So you get both. So and
Wow.
and all of course all these assets have audio as well. So there's watch pieces, each like the strap, the bezel, everything. It has a sound, a stem, so it all comes together and then becomes a full orchestra, and you can see the full visual.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's pull it up for our users to have a look. Okay, so let's pull up one such. Okay, I'm just gonna pull it up right now. Wow, I hear the sound already. Okay, so let's go into this. Okay.
That's the bezel,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the bezel. Wow. Dani, can I just say I love the sound design, man? Is that your doing?
No, that's my friend.
Wow.
So I work closely with him in various projects.
Okay.
So he's really really good at sound design. Yes.
Okay, so let's go to the next one. So we saw a bezel, and then now we were seeing the dial.
Yeah. The case and dial S. It all looks like some ancient relic, game item, right?
Walk us through the user journey. So they come to this Gachapon machine, they click on a particular,
Play.
they press a button, right? And then what happens? Like, do they get one of
They
these,
pay.
or do they?
So they pay to play. Yeah. And depending on the projects, right, the prices vary. But this is a GMT Master 2 kind of like custom made bespoke project. So obviously the price is a bit higher. So it's like equivalent to 40 USD per play. Yeah. So this is amazing because like you appreciate parts of the watch more rather than just the watch itself.
That's true. You see the parts that go into it, right?
And
Yes.
for this project, there are like 5 pieces of the watch. So each time you play, you get one out of the 5. And if you manage to collect like all 5 of them, and you get to combine. So it's the same as other projects. You get to synthesize the pieces, and then you get the full audio and full NFT of the watch. And of course, you get a physical piece as well for this instance.
That's
So
crazy. So this
so
is
this is the fully synthesized video.
Yeah, so if you are seeing this, means that you got all the pieces and you get a full piece as well.
weird when it all comes together. And I've
Yeah.
got all these different individual NFTs, and I burn those to mint this watch NFT.
Yeah.
Wow. And you said that potentially I can get this in real life. I have the NFT and I get the actual watch.
Yeah. If you want to redeem it, you can.
Wow.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
watch, I think it retails at 49,000 US dollars. And for this project, we have 10 pieces that
Wow.
you can actually
10
win.
editions.
Yeah, so 1 to 10.
This project is very cool. Is with DIW. They are world renowned customs manufacturer. So they do custom designs for like various brands of watches and also luxury products, and it's really really nice to work with creatives like that and to come up with like some really crazy stuff. And this one was like we already started like doing this last year. Yeah.
Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah, we're in the talks since last year, um, and we will plan to roll it out in the near future. Yeah, it's really crazy in this journey, like because we're doing like so many things concurrently,
Mm-hmm.
and we need to pace and roll out respectively um, when the time is right. So this is a sneak preview. As you were in Meta Jam,
Mm-hmm.
we showcased this GMT Master 2, DIW and Tezarekt GMT Master 2 on the Gacha to give people the experience.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's really cool for people to actually experience something that is not like 16-bit all the time,
Yeah.
because we don't only like do 16-bit and like pixel art. We do beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
We show different variations of art as well. For example, this June 95, this bar you saw is like this Japanese artisan kind of painting aesthetic. So it's also really cool. It's by Andre Wee, also a very renowned local artist.
Mm-hmm.
You can check him out. Yep.
Wow.
So yeah, we have we are collaborating with really cool people.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Really cool. Okay, and I think there's one more project you wanted to talk about, right? And that included some like a PFP collection together with sound.
Yeah, speaking of NFT collectibles, we do have our in-house collectibles as well. It's called Tezarekt, and they are very interesting because each of them are also laced with audio, not just visual but also audio. But when I say audio, each trait, like each element, is actually tagged to a sound stem. So maybe you can play this.
Okay. I'm gonna unmute now and play the track. So right now I'm looking at one Tezarekt, right?
This is the Tezarekt without the background, but this is just an example. It was in a prototype. By right, the Tezarekt it should come with a background.
Okay. So this is just to show us
Yeah.
the step-by-step process, right? Once we add traits. Okay, let's just have a listen.
Yeah.
Okay, and then when I go next,
It's a bit of ambience. Kick drum. Snare. Cymbal. So you wait for a little while, there is a sound of the emoji. Shaker. Bass. And then you're gonna get a rap on it.
wow, I love that. I mean, I love how you guys, somehow always find a link back to sound and, layering. I think that's like, to me, maybe like the roots of how you guys started, loving different kinds of sounds, beatboxing. And I can see that passion really fusing with this. So this is a generative collection, right? Like how
Yes.
many
Yeah.
how many are gonna be available for mint?
So there will be 10,000 in total, but the base character, they are actually mecha zodiacs. So 12 base characters, and end product will be just 10,000. But we could even limit to even lesser. We'll see how that goes. Yeah.
Nice. And when is this slated for launch?
Actually, we are thinking of giving out the whitelist soon, but just a small portion of it. Yeah, and we'll be releasing it on our socials. So keep a lookout.
All right,
Yeah.
everyone, you heard some alpha directly from the
Clarence,
channel. Yeah.
We'll give
Clarence,
you for
we invite you to our random cocktail generator event.
All right,
and
man.
all the attendees there will have a white list.
Wow, for a Tezarekt.
Yeah. So you basically what the Tezarekt can do is it gives the benefits to our ecosystem in the near future, where people can actually all this like cashback win, like get points and
This one is
you
it?
know.
Is it this one? Oh, the bar. Yeah, right. Yeah.
So if you're a holder for it, you have the members mode. You will have the members mode where you can actually earn points, and you can redeem those points for our Teza tokens, or you can also save your drinks, mint your drinks, send to the your avatar in the metaverse.
No
Interact with
way.
yeah.
And just
So
like our other NFTs, we will have a lot of like real world utilities. So
Yeah.
especially this one because it's our in-house NFTs. So you'll be tied with a lot of our different perks for our partnered merchants, you'll get discounts, you'll get more points.
Oh yeah. And then also on the like on the Web3, you also get like more whitelists, for other projects. So it's really the benefits are a lot, and having it is definitely like very beneficial. And also you can take part in the contests that we that will do because we will do the NFT battles like Tezarekt NFT battles. So people
Wow.
actually vote which which NFT sounds the best, and then of course there's rewards.
Wow. That's amazing, man. You guys have so much on your plate. I mean, the PFP collection. You've got the upcoming one with the bar, the cocktails, and your
Yeah.
beatboxing thing continues. So maybe as we approach the tail end of the conversation, maybe since we have two founders here, and maybe some people watching this are quite inspired by what you guys are doing, and it all sounds great, but I think everyone knows that launching a project is never easy, and so maybe we can hear from you guys, like what are some of the challenges like launching your own project.
Oh, kind of you can say it's
I,
crazy.
yeah, I think given this current climate, I have to be honest with you, it's really, really tough to raise funds. And we are actually in the exact same spot right now because we are
Mm.
currently trying to raise our private funding.
Mm.
Yeah. But I guess like after all the dust settles,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like projects that have got real world utilities and real use cases, like real product, they are the ones that is gonna stay. So we really believe in that. Hence why we work on Web two projects
Mm-hmm.
to build on like businesses, brands, and existing framework that has already got a strong following.
Mm.
So things like the bars that we've talked about. So that would really bring in like revenue, regardless of the how the Web3 space is going to be for the next 1 to 5 years.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right. I like that. So you have the
And
Web
to,
2 element just to sustain revenue and still pilot the use case, a proof of concept, and then, you
right. I
know,
guess it has to have like a proper business model
mm-hmm,
whereby there's a proper flow of revenue that will support the whole Web3 ecosystem,
mm,
because the money cannot just come out of like um, your pocket all the time,
mm-hmm,
and you just keep on pumping one project where there's actually no source of real profit coming in to support.
mm,
Yeah. So that's how we felt. And even though it's really tough, so I guess we just have to really uh, work on what we have right now to continue to build not only just on the Web3 side, but also the existing Web2 businesses.
right.
Yeah, to sustain through this winter time.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. I mean, this bear market is hitting everyone bad, right? But I think, like what they say in the bear market, that's where we build, right? So I guess,
Yeah.
that's what you guys are doing. And really kudos to you guys for that. So, yeah, Dani, anything to add on to that? Like the challenges, I guess, from you as a, chief commercial officer, I guess there are different parts of it that you're looking at. What are some of the hurdles that you faced?
So basically, the hurdles are trying to, because this is a new concept, right? So it's trying to get people, and we also don't have numbers to,
Yeah.
um, prove.
Mm-hmm.
So investors, they are also like in this climate, they
Yeah.
also are like not willing to take any
Yeah.
risks. Uh, so basically, our main challenge is also capital, the
Yeah.
starting funding.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we decided to is like, okay, let's work on ourselves, get the products running,
Mm-hmm.
get revenue,
Mm.
and then after that we can move forward, and
Mm.
it's easier for us to like
Yeah.
move forward because we just want people to experience. So the more people will experience our product, the easier it is to
Mm.
to scale
Yeah.
with support.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. And so when
Yeah.
is the like target? So you mentioned whitelist for Tezarians is going to be from the at the cocktail event and beyond that. But when do you foresee this profile picture project launching?
I think, yeah,
Um,
probably we'll start like get a
kind of you
community
want to
going,
say?
start giving out whitelists
Mm-hmm.
and allow them to mint, but in small batches, probably in late July this
Mm-hmm.
month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you just keep a lookout. We'll definitely release more info on our socials. Yeah.
Nice, nice. Yeah, and I think in the show notes we will have your socials there. So for people who are watching this 3 months, 6 months later, you can head down to see the links and go from there. Yeah. Okay, now, something we always like to ask our guests, right? On the show, after talking about their projects, and it's also because you guys are subject matter experts. You guys have been really deep into this space, probably than more than most. And so we have this segment at the end where we want to ask you guys, what are some other projects outside of your own project that has caught your attention and that you are looking at, and why?
Republic.
Republic, the one
This
with a
app.
K, the Republic with a K,
Yes, yes.
right?
This is crazy, man. It's a contest creating platform by creators.
It's like something like a TikTok but with a tokenomics, right?
It's not a TikTok at all. Basically, um, it's a contest. People vote for the content, you know. So easily, like my NFT, like the Tezarekt can easily be on board over there, and people can vote.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very the way the model is totally different from TikTok,
Mm.
because TikTok have challenges and views and stuff
Mm-hmm.
and likes,
Mm-hmm.
right? But on the Republic, it's more about you create a contest
Mm-hmm.
and people come to this contest and be judges and they vote. You know, they can wager. They can wager who is gonna win. Or they can like vote for the ones they support. So it's a different kind of a connection between the viewers and also the creators.
Mm.
And the creators, they will also have their own tokens, like creator
Mm-hmm.
tokens, so people can actually like invest in that creator. So yeah, it's very, and they also have a marketplace in the app, in the web app, so they can interact with like the merchants of these creators and help support them in more ways, you know.
Wow.
And you when you're in the app, right, you get a lot of exp points, xp experience points, and all this xp can also be redeemed for crypto on the web app. So on the phone app, you don't see anything that is related to crypto, but on the web end, on the web app, there are the features that you can have a wallet and you can monetize. You can redeem the XP to crypto, and change your crypto to fiat or whatever in
Wow.
on the exchanges. So it's like really crazy to work with and be affiliated with the startup projects like that.
Mm.
And I think this will do a lot of good for the creators, and also do a lot of good for viewers and participation, and how they support the creators based on the contest they create. So in the end, eventually all the viewers, they also can make their own contest, then they start experimenting the contest, and then people can jump on board the content and start voting. So even you turn on the app, you get the XP points. You vote, you get XP points. You create a contest, you get a lot of XP points,
Wow.
depending on traction of it. And all these XP points is, yeah, you can redeem. It's convertible. So the model is totally different from TikTok or any other content creating platform.
Mm.
That's why I call it a contest creating platform
Nice.
rather than a content creating. But this is only one of the main feature in their ecosystem. There are a lot more, and we'll tap on that to benefit our own model as well, like this Tazarian NFT,
Mm-hmm.
right? So people, what they want to do is like, okay, we have an event, like make a Tazarian NFT battle,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So you don't need a live event yet.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually, all these mini events, you can even like put it up, and interact. You upload your NFT, and then people can vote which one sounds better, looks better,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And there's also beatbox battles
Yep.
that we can do, so people can upload their beatboxing
Yeah.
like within like 60 seconds,
Yeah.
and then people can start voting.
Yeah.
It's insane, like
Wow.
yeah.
Nice. So Republic, right? That's the project that Dharni is looking out for. Okay, and
Yeah, this project will help a lot of people. Yeah.
awesome, awesome. And how about you, Kenneth?
I have to show Republic as well.
Clearly, some love between Tezarekt and Republic going on, huh?
Yeah, actually, what they are doing is actually taking a small fee for content creators from content creators, like 3%
Mhm.
to 5%. But what they do is condense all the different revenue streams. You don't have to go to like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram for this, and
Mhm.
maybe YouTube for that.
Mhm.
But everything is onboarded into one app.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I think with like crypto, they can with the power of like smart contract, they can really tap into that to really help. Yeah, as we mentioned earlier on, like the interaction between the fans and the artists themselves. Yeah,
Yeah,
so I think it's a really
and
powerful tool.
the amazing thing is that when we are going to hold the beatbox battles there, and it's easy because you know you don't have to like submit your video on Instagram and then we
Mm.
and everybody needs to like find the video or just submit on the on the content creating platform and people just can see already on the category and then start voting.
Wow.
And the fact that the price will be cash plus crypto, plus our crypto, their crypto, and our NFT, So it's like so many so many rewards, and it's like it's more than one currency, multi-currency rewards. It's amazing. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so there
Yeah.
you have it. Recommendations from Dharni and Kenneth, Republic, and how
Yeah,
that's
man.
going to link with Tezarekt in the future. So I'd like to say a huge thank you, Kenneth and Dharni, for coming today. Thanks for being our guests, and I'm genuinely really excited at the future of Tezarekt and your cocktail event. When is that happening again? Just refresh the audience.
This is only for friends and family, so I'll tell you in private.
Okay, only friends and family, but if this works out, I'm
But
sure they will be rolling this out in different parts
yeah,
of
but
Singapore.
it's launched to the public after that date. Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
Yeah.
did I say the date?
So
I said the date already.
I don't think you said the date. Yeah,
I
so
don't know. You can play back. Yeah,
yeah,
you
but
check it out. But
anyway,
anyway,
only invited guests for
it's gonna
this
be
one,
there.
right? Only invited
No,
guests.
but
Yeah.
the Tezarekt, the cocktail generator will be there indefinitely.
yes.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, you can come anytime you like. Starting next week.
Okay, okay. And you got to send me the links and we'll put it in the show notes. So thanks so much,
Yes.
everyone, for tuning in. Today, it's another edition of Web3 and Music, where we really want to break down some of the latest developments happening in this side of Asia to do with digital, to do with NFTs, to do with Web3. So if you have any comments, do leave them in the comment section. And also, what other kind of content you want to see and people you'd like us to interview. So thanks, Kenneth, Dani, once again for your time. Take care, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so
See you
much.
guys.
Cheers.
Take care. Bye bye.